Welcome back to Anyone Can PVM, and in this video we will be doing the Gauntlet. We're going to start with the normal Gauntlet and eventually we will be doing the Corrupted Gauntlet, but I think everyone should start off with the regular Gauntlet to get a feel for it. Anyways, to bring, you just need nothing, so don't bring anything. I'll show you some useful plugins though. There's one called the Gauntlet minimap, and pretty much it will allow you to display resources inside of the game. Very useful one to go ahead and get. Then there's one just called the Gauntlet. This one is obviously crazy to have. You can kind of set it to what you want for your resources. So this is the gear that are the resources that I have. So I have 3 for the ore, 3 for the bark, 3 for the lilium, I don't know how to pronounce that, 2 leaves, 2 weapon frames, 20 fish, and you can change the shards for however many you want to go ahead and get. And you can also just do a bunch of other settings in here as well, but yeah, very useful plugin. The next one is tile indicators, and with this one you can highlight your true tile. So I'll show you what this does. Alright, so you can see where I am right now. If I click over here, it will show you, like, that was my true tile. So right now, that is my true tile, that is my true tile. It's kind of weird to get used to, but it is very helpful for fighting the boss. Alright, so we're going to be playing in full screen, and we're just going to go ahead and enter the Gauntlet. I'm going to try and explain this the best way that I can, pretty much. So if you go ahead and look at the top here, we have 3, 3, 3, 2. These are the items that you're going to have to go ahead and collect. So all you have to go ahead and do is click either one of these sides to light, and it will unlock the room pretty much. So there's some high level creatures in there, which we do not want. This room right here, it's going to be different for every room that you do, so keep that in mind. But this room right here has the pickaxe one, so we can go ahead, get our 3 ores that we need to craft the armor. So that's done right here. The next room right here has 3 trees. So perfect, we can go ahead and get the trees knocked out of the way, and as you can see, they will disappear from the plugin. Very nice. We just need the fluffs and the herbs left. This room has fish. I kind of tend to get fish last, but if you have a room very close to the start, you might as well go ahead and get yourself the fish and collect some crystal shards at the exact same time. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And yeah, not too bad. So as you can see, we've done the axe and we've done the pickaxe, so we can go ahead and drop those. We do not need those anymore. So perfect, man. The next room has, I call these the fluffs, but they're the farming icon here. So we're gonna go ahead and collect 3 of those and pick our herb. And we could right now go ahead and teleport home, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find a, there we go. So there's a Demi Boss right there, so we know that there's one there. And I'm gonna go ahead and check the next room to see if there is another one, because the bear is not the one we really want that badly. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and teleport back to the main room right now. All right, go up to the singing bowl right here and go ahead and craft ourselves the helmet, the body, and the legs. All right, so we got the armor sorted now. We still need a basic weapon, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and find a low-level creature to kill, which will give us a weapon frame. That's very important, but we haven't gotten really any of these yet. So in this room right here, we have the basic creatures to go ahead and kill. So I'm going to go ahead and kill a couple of these. Oh, okay, perfect. The first one dropped the weapon frame. I'm going to go ahead and kill another one as well, just to gather a few more of the crystal shards in order to go ahead and get ourselves enough to make the weapon. So, all right, perfect. And sometimes these can drop the fishes as well, which is great because we're going to need to obviously get a bunch of those for the final boss. So we're going to go ahead up to the singing bowl right now. And now that we have a weapon frame, I'm going to make myself a bow. And let's see if I can make the... No, it doesn't look like we can make the second version of the bow. We do not have enough to craft that. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is go to here and cook the food that we do have on me right now. Now, a lot of people say do not drop the food because it's not efficient to do that. I want to keep a clear inventory, so I'm going to go ahead and drop most of the food. So not all of it, but most of it. Now the goal is to find a couple more Demi Bosses to go ahead and kill. We already found the bear. The bear's not extremely useful though. You want to find the dragon, and you also want to go ahead and find the dark beast. The dark beast drops the upgrade for the bow, and the dragon, there's another bear. That is really unfortunate. So we're going to go ahead and put prey melee and the range prayer on. Try to kill this bear as quickly as possible. But the bear goes ahead and drops the melee upgrade, but we want the mage upgrade and the range. Now you can go ahead and do this with the melee upgrade, it's just extremely hard to go ahead and do. So we're going to go ahead and kill this bear because we already saw another bear. So now if we kill 2 bears, we'll get 2 different drops. So if you go ahead and eliminate the first bear, we can expect a drop from the second bear. So it's not too bad. So we're going to go ahead and take all of the drops from him as well, including the weapon frame, because we're going to need to make 2 weapons. Go into this room, nothing. Now the good thing is, now that we got our armor already crafted, all we have to worry about is Demi Bosses and fish. And we found a fish room right here, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and collect as many raw fish as possible. I will be right back. Alright, so we got some more fish, which is great. So now we have enough food for the final boss. Now all we really care about is finding more Demi Bosses. And it can take a little bit of time, which is really frustrating. And this is the hard part about getting a corrupted gauntlet, right? Is the timing. Because you need to go ahead and find these bosses very quickly. So as you can see, there is another bear here. We've already defeated a bear. So if we go ahead and kill this bear right here, he will drop a second piece. That one that we don't have already. So we're going to go ahead and quickly kill this bear and see what he drops. He could either drop the bow upgrade or the staff upgrade. But it is what it is. We'll see what we get, and we'll try and hunt down the last Demi Boss. Now, the good thing about the next Demi Boss is no matter what we get, we will go ahead and get exactly what we need. So that's great, but we still need to go ahead and find him, and the time is ticking. So we're going to keep running through and try and find the next one. So we have the 2 upgrades now. We have the bow upgrade, so all we really need is the magic upgrade now. So whatever Demi Boss we find, we should get the magic upgrade, which is really good. So we're gonna keep powering through here, keep going. We're running out of food because we didn't make the potions yet, which is something you could go ahead and do very early on. But it is what it is. Usually you find the Demi Bosses a lot earlier than I have, but it is what it is. We're gonna just keep pushing through. Hopefully the next room here, yeah, perfect. There we go, last Demi Boss. We're gonna get Prey from range on and kill the Dark Beast, and he should drop us the upgrade. So usually the Dark Beast goes ahead and drops the bowstring, but since we already have the bowstring, he should go ahead and drop us the orb. Alright, he's coming down now. Let's go. We just need a few more hits here, and perfect. So as you can see, he dropped the orb and a ton of extra fish. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. We don't need 2 weapon frames, so we're going to go ahead and pick up as much food as humanly possible and try and make it back to the main base as quick as we possibly can. Now, this is where it gets very difficult on the corrupted version of the Gauntlet, and you have to be really good with your timing here. But as with the regular Gauntlet, it doesn't matter as much. It's more about learning how to do it and master the actual Hunlift fight. Alright, so now that we are back in the main base, what we're going to want to go ahead and do is head over to the Singing Bowl and make our final upgrades to the weapons. So now we can go ahead and make the attuned version of the bow and the preferred version of the bow, the basic version of the staff, the attuned, and the preferred. Make yourself 2 vials as well. Perfect. Now what you're gonna go ahead and do is go up to the water pump right here and fill up the 2 vials right here and add the leaves to them. Then you're going to use the pestle and mortar twice to make the crystal dust and add that to the potions. Perfect. Now what you can go ahead and do is drop everything that you do not need anymore. So keep the potions obviously at the top here, keep the staff here at the top, drop the pestle and mortar, and now run over to the cook's thing to cook the rest of the food that you will need for the Hunlift fight. We still have the 7 here that will not despawn, so do not worry about that. Go ahead and cook all of the food, pick up the rest of the other food that you did have, or that you had from before, and we have a full inventory of food, so this fight's looking pretty good. Now the Hunlift fight is actually extremely difficult, and it does take some getting used to. F keys are very important here. Every 4 attacks, he will change the style that he's praying from. Or sorry, every 6 attacks, he'll change the style that he's praying from, and every 4 attacks, he will change the style that he attacks with. So he's praying mage right now, so we're going to start with range. So we're going to put Eagle Eye on and Pray from range. We're potted up now, and we can go ahead and enter. So I'm going to try and explain this as best as I possibly can. So we're going to enter the room right now and start attacking the boss. All right, so he can still obviously hit through your prayers, so keep that in mind. It's just kind of a annoyance here. So now we can go ahead and switch to pray for magic, and now he's praying from range, so we need to switch this over. All right. That is a thing that takes off the prey. That ball right there takes off the prey. This is what I like to call the running away from the tornado phase, running like an idiot kind of phase. And you just want to run away as quick as possible. Now, these tiles that switch on the ground, what happens with those is pretty much when they turn orange and you're standing on them, they will do a lot of damage to you. So keep that in mind. So obviously you're going to want to keep that away. All right, so now we're looking pretty good so far. I haven't eaten a piece of food yet, and here is another running away kind of form. So now we're gonna want to just focus on running away from the tornadoes and try and eat as much food as you can during this phase, because that's pretty much all you can do. All right, we're looking pretty good. We're gonna switch the prayers again. He is using this, so we're gonna go ahead and use that. And just try and get as much DPS on the boss as possible. All right. Not too bad so far. We're doing pretty good. And now he's praying from range, so we're going to go ahead and use that. We'll put that back on. And the running like an idiot phase is back in business. We'll just keep running. This stage, you kind of don't really care about anything. You just want to run away from the tornadoes. Try and keep your prayers up and whatever that might be, but we kind of messed up there a little bit, but it is what it is. All right, it's not looking too shabby. Eat a piece of food when you have to. And the running like an idiot stage is back in business. Keep running around, keep running around, keep running around. And we had the wrong prayer on there, but we took a 0 like a boss, to be completely honest with you there. All right, keep going in. Try and avoid the tiles that he deflates. Keep going. All right, switch back to the bow here. Oh, we're out of prayer. That's never a good sign. And not too bad, man. And back to the running like an idiot stage. This is where you can really get KO'd if you're not paying attention. So, and obviously keep an eye on what he's attacking you with at the same time here. Oh, not looking good, not looking good. But we ended up killing the boss with a ton of food left, honestly. So you can make a lot more mistakes than I did personally. But obviously work your way up, and eventually you can do the corrupted version of the Gauntlet. So let's go ahead and loot the rewards, and not too bad. The average kind of loot here. 50k plus some crystal shards. But anyways, you have now learned how to kill the Gauntlet. Best of luck, and with enough practice, you can do the corrupted version of the Gauntlet. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. If you went ahead and watched the whole video, go ahead and comment 917 down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.